Sean?
Is this Steve Domenico's podcast?
Well, it's Bobby Farland's podcast tonight, Sean.
Hey, what's going on?
Bobby's taking over the show, huh?
It's all
What's
him.
going on, Sean?
Man, that guy's everywhere, huh?
I am.
He's up and down the whole fucking South Shore.
That's right. I'm all over the
Did he
place.
bring you some food?
We're eating it right now. I'm eating his Powerball right now.
Dude. Yeah.
Those are the best. I ate 3 last night before I even ate dinner.
Aren't they incredible, Sean? I boasted about them on social media. I said I love Bobby's balls. You gotta call him Bobby's balls for now.
I do. I love Bobby's balls.
Sean, how you doing, buddy, man? You just got done training where? At Sityodtong?
I'm good. Yeah, I just finished my 4th session of the day, actually, and I'm up at Sityodtong.
Excellent,
Dude,
man.
Animal.
Sean, I haven't, just talked to you, on social media here and there, but congratulations on getting on that, Tuesday night Contender series with Dana White. June 12th, your appearance on there. Is that correct?
June 12th, yeah, that's actually the premiere episode of the show, so we're going to kick it off right. I'm
That's
so blessed
awesome.
for this opportunity. I've been putting in the work, and these types of things are being presented now, and I got to take advantage of these opportunities. So I'm very grateful and glad to be on the first episode of the season and fighting in front of Dana White,
Definitely. Looking at the posters and looking at some of the ads that they're sending out now, are you going to be the main fight on there? Because it looks like you and Curtis are, you are on the list. It shows you on top. Do you know anything about where you're going to be fighting on that night?
So as far as I know, we are going to be, I don't know if they call it the co-main event, but
Yeah.
where the co-main event of a card would be placed. We're not labeled the main event. I'm not sure exactly who is, but I know it's not us. But we are the 4th fight of the 5.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Now, Sean, we're going to talk about, you head to Vegas, you got to train at the UFC. What is it?
Performance
Performance Center.
UFC Performance Institute.
Yeah, you had a bunch of, videos there of training there. I was impressed watching a bunch of them, what they, the kind of stuff you guys are doing there. It was great for media that you shared that with New England, one of our fighters, a bunch of our fighters there at the same time. But, thank you for sharing that because it's a real treat for us to see how things work there and the kind of things that they put you through. So let's talk about that, a little experience that you had there.
Well, that was an amazing experience. Michael Pulver approached me and asked me if I was interested, and I fucking sent him money for the ticket the next day. I was right on that trip. The facility's amazing. Everything is state of the art. Everything is well thought through. And it's nice that there's a place that once you get to the UFC or you're a training partner of a UFC fighter, that you have a place where you can go train. You can get the best doctors, you can get the best nutrition, you can get the best recovery, you can get the best training. So it was really cool just to be there and be surrounded by numerous UFC fighters. I'm in the locker room with guys like Clay Guida and Benavidez, and Misha Tate was there, Forrest Griffin works there. So it was a pretty cool experience just being around all those guys and being able to see what they do on a regular basis. And it was something I'll definitely always remember. And I'm going to be back there on June 7th. I'm flying out actually a little bit earlier than the UFC has me flying out so that I can do my weight cut at the Institute and be ready to go for fight night.
Excellent.
Primed and ready?
You'll be primed and ready, Bobby says.
I will be primed and ready. I can't wait. Jeff Perez is about to drive me home, and I can't wait to dip into my food.
Hey, excellent. Hey, when you gonna?
Hey, you can tell Jeff that I apologize. I haven't gotten back to him yet. Just been kind of
Okay,
crazy.
I'll let him know.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna have to lay off them balls though. Getting close to that when you're getting a.
That's why I only order half a dozen, because I would eat an entire dozen and just. I wouldn't even eat a dinner. I would just eat the balls.
Excellent.
Yeah, they go quick, man.
Awesome.
They don't last.
All right, Sean. You're fighting Cris Curtis. Well known in New England because he is CES's welterweight champion, has been for some time. How did this fight how did this matchup come? Tell us the process about that, how you get matched up, and what's talked about. How give us a rundown of how this happened.
Okay, so I probably knew about 2 months before the fight that it was most likely going to happen, that I was going to be on the Contender series. And it was very difficult not telling anyone. A few people in my inner circle knew, but not really anyone, and it wasn't completely confirmed. I didn't know my opponent. We had put in for welterweight and middleweight. The plan has always been for me to fight at welterweight at the next level. I walk around, I'm 184 right now, which is fantastic. I'm feeling very lean. So we were glad to get the 170 fight, and they offered us Cris Curtis. And, I was like, wow, respectable guy, definitely my toughest fight yet. But every fight at this level is going to be a test, and that's what I want. I want a test. I want people to see that I can't not only hang with guys like that, but I can beat guys like that, and I can do it in front of Dana White for a UFC contract. So right when they gave him the name, it's funny, me and him are actually like mutual friends on Facebook. We're somewhat friendly, but we both want the same thing, and I'm willing to knock his head off for it.
Excellent, Sean. It's great. It's great for New England because you're fighting a guy that's been here. New England has seen him fight quite a few times. So they know you're going against, a high caliber fighter here. So this is a great fight. And you talk about welterweight that you dropped in there. I think your last 4 or 5 fights have been at middleweight, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I think my last 4, I'm 5-0 at middleweight, and I think my last 4 have been at middleweight.
You got 5 straight wins, correct? 4 finishes in the last 5 wins. You had 2 knockouts, an 8-second knockout, a 19-second knockout. Cris Curtis is a stand-up kind of guy. He likes to stand up there and, throw hands and whatever. What do you see with this fight? How do you match up with Cris?
I think I match up well with Cris. I appreciate and respect his skills, no doubt, as a combat athlete. But at the end of the day, it's who's going to be the better fighter that night, who's going to come in there with a better strategy, who's going to land the big punch to put the other out. Another interesting stat is neither of us have ever been knocked out, so I would like to hand him his first. But I'm prepared for anything. I've been doing a lot of wrestling. I'm prepared to take it to the ground if necessary, and I have that as an option. And I'm just going in there to fight like any other fight, and wherever it goes, it goes. I'm ready for anything, really.
What do you see in yourself right here at this weight compared to the middleweight?
I feel just as strong. I feel faster. My footwork is coming along. I feel more athletic. I feel like you guys are going to see the best version of Sean Lally here. I live a clean life. I have a clean diet. I'm training 2 to 3 times a day. I'm basically training full time right now. This is the first camp I've ever trained full time. Luckily, I've had some good sponsors like Bobby Farland with Prime and Ready, dropping me some meals, helping me saving some costs on food. I got some other people helping me out. I've been able to train basically full time for this fight, and you guys are going to see the best version you've ever seen of me in there.
Excellent. New England's ready to make a factor. I mean, you got some other New England fighters heading to that same card with you, and we got some more down the line on that card. So we're making a big bang in this, this Contender series and the UFC itself. What do you see in New England that is getting so noticed now? Because we are, fighters around the area. They're getting them shots now. We got Matt Bissett that finally made it. We got Justin Sumter that's getting a shot in the Contender series. We got Rico is going to be on the same card as you. Will Santiago, one of your opponents from a while ago, who actually I think you were down at the Performance Center at the same time, correct?
Yes, we were both there filming. All the guys from the Contender were there filming. Yeah, Santiago is the one guy I lost to in the last 3 years. You know, he caught me with a big punch. He rocked me and finished me in the guillotine. And, you know, he's been doing his thing since. He's living out in Albuquerque. We stay in touch. We've chatted. He brought Cris Curtis. And we've done some chatting. And I'm excited to see him on the show as well and hope the best for him. He's a killer. And, yeah, we got Rico, who's well-deserved to be on the show. I think he's going to go in there and put on a great performance. I see him in the gym grinding all the time. New England's on the map right now. We got a lot of high energy in Sityodtong. We got guys up and coming like Jeff Perez, Jay Perrin, Peter Barrett. I mean, those guys are all right around the corner from making it to the Contender series as well, especially if they do a season 3. And I've seen a lot of people volleying for that. I've actually seen some stuff online where guys are like, they should do the Contender instead of the Ultimate Fighter. And I think it's interesting. In a way, it's almost better. It's a fast track if you do the right thing and you perform well. I don't have to go live in a fucking house for 8 weeks away from my family and away from my training partners and away from my coaches. I get to go in there, defeat one man, and sign a contract, and that's kind of what it's all about. I love the pressure that's involved. I love the idea of fighting, you know, with self and fighting, because at the end of the day, that's what I like to do.
Who you traveling?
Delicious.
You said you're heading up there a week before to cut weight and you know, be comfortable before the fight. Who you traveling there with?
So I'm out with crew Mark Delagrossi and local
So Lee
for my fight.
Excellent. Dude.
Yeah. And I've worked with them in pretty much all of my fights before, so we've been honing the skills in and ready to rock.
Excellent. Last thing, man. Shout outs, your sponsors. I know you got a bunch of people behind you. It's a big opportunity. Your biggest opportunity in your career. Shout it out there, buddy, because this is big. New England's going to be all over this because we got some of our top beasts there, and you're one of the top ones.
You know, I got a lot of sponsors. I got my back, like I said. I got Melanson Photography. I got the Suicide Grip, which helps veterans find a way out of mental struggles with fitness. I got Bobby with Primed and Ready to Eat Meals. I got F-Bomb Supplements, who's helping me out. Fight Rub for helping with your bumps, bruises, cuts, any injuries like that. Let's see, I got Kevin's Small Engine Repair. I got TKO, who's helping me with any injuries, nagging pains I got. She's been helping me big time. And I know there's probably one or two I forget. If I forgot you on this one, I'll shout you out on the next one. Sorry.
All right, my man. Hey, Sean, thank you very much. We're 4 weeks away. I'm going to try to give you a call and talk to you maybe like a couple of weeks before then.
Yeah, let's chat in a couple of weeks when I'm not in the car going through Boston and losing service on you.
Yeah. All right, brother. Take care.
Peace.
Later, man.
Awesome.